Yeah, YouTubers Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Regrowth, where we're bringing this cold, dead, desolate world back to life, one block at a time. So, I want to cry. I just finished recording a 1 or 23 minute episode, and my mic must have got unplugged and then plugged back in because it automatically goes into mute if it's plugged in. So there's no voice. So I'm re-recording, but I can't undo what we did. We didn't do a lot. We did a lot of explaining of stuff. And we'll be okay, but I'm still kind of sad because, oh my gosh. Ugh. All right, so what we're going to do in this episode, we're going to delve a little bit more into the Thaumcraft, and then we're also going to be doing some witchery stuff. I'm going to show you what I've done. So just to start off, Sky, you are my hero. Unfortunately, for the most part, I saw your thing way too late. So what I've been doing for the last forever and a year is scanning things with the meter thingy, not the con. And the way I was doing this was I would come into a chest and I'd say, okay, grab one sand, grab one sand, grab one trapdoor. I'd just kind of go down the rows, right? And then I'd go throw one sand, throw one sand, throw a trapdoor. Then I grab my thing and I go la la la, scan, scan, scan. Then I pick them up and then I go to the next bunch of stuff. Whoops, this is the wrong chest. So then I would come in here, put those away and put that away. And then I would do the next thing. I've been doing that. I think I can actually scan everything now. Even with these guys, I grab one of those, throw it down, one of those, throw it down. And I even got creative sometimes and did up to 4, one there, one there, one in each of the cardinal directions, and then scan it and then put them back. It has taken forever. So I record on Saturdays, and probably Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I was doing that on and off, scanning things. What Sky has pointed out is that you can also just mouse over things. So you just grab this like this, and go like this. Nothing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That one's already been scanned. So all I'm doing is mousing over thing. I'm not even clicking anything. I'm just mousing over it slowly, and it is getting the stuff, which is what I never did this chest. I did all the chests inside there, but holy cow, I think I want to cry because wow. No, that doesn't scan. Doesn't scan. Lots of these flowers don't scan. And I did the mushrooms already, did that. I mean, this is so much faster. But I didn't see Sky's thing until a bit later, so. Oh well, you live, you learn. Eggs don't seem to scan. But look at this. Nothing there. We're just going to finish this chest so I don't forget where I was. But look, just like that, man. And then the one thing you got to remember is put it back into your inventory before you escape the chest. In other words, you just throw it on the floor. Not too big of a deal, but irritating nonetheless. So anyway, there's that. Thank you, Sky. You are my hero. I just wish I would have saw that a lot earlier. Because holy cow, I've scanned so many things by throwing them down one at a time and just scanning them. And of course, you can also scan things just like this by right click and holding. So anyway, he also mentioned that we need a ginormous area for our Thaumcraft stuff. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but it kind of, from what he was saying, sounded like he said that some of these multi-block structures take up to a 15 by 15, or maybe he meant I need a 15 by 15 area to hold everything. I'm kind of hoping it's the latter, you know, that with a 15 by 15 area I can put stuff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to kind of delve into this guy right here. As you can see, like, I've got lots and lots of aspects. I don't know if it's all of them, or is it aspects or elements, or I don't know. But we actually did, in the episode with absolutely no voice, we did this guy right here, the research expertise. We made a scroll for that, and we also have the research mastery. Sky did mention that you probably want to do the one that makes it so you tap nodes more efficiently, and research costs less of these element things. So I'm thinking the mastery might be that one. So we need a piece of paper, we need our little thing, and I need to still make another one of these. So if we come in here and do this, now we get the paper. Let's just do this one. So do that, throw that up there. So the way this little mini game works is you need to connect everything together. Now, it doesn't have to be where this connects to this, this connects to this, this connects to this. That works. However, I could also say this connects to this. And then with this version of Thaumcraft, if there's something here that can connect to this, I can do that a branch. So with version 4.2, which I think is the version that's in this, we can do that. Sky also mentioned it's not worth it to waste your time unless you know exactly what you need to put things in here and here and try and create new elements or increase how many elements you have, because some of them are pretty precious. Like this one, I don't remember where I got it from, but I think I saw something that says you get this like from the Nether Star, and it's a really rare one, as is this one right here. So you kind of want to be careful with your things. Some of your primal ones, I'm not sure why these have the little shiny star thing on them, but they do, and they're the only ones. I thought initially it might be because they're primal elements, but air and water are primal elements as well, and earth and order are the ones that have it. So what we want to do is connect these together. Now, the owl, which I believe is census, census, if you look right there, you can see it shows a little sun and a little ghost. Those are saying those are things that it can connect to, right? I believe so anyway. So it's showing you, and that's kind of weird because a minute ago it was not showing me that at all. But that's kind of nice because it's kind of showing you that you can connect the owl to both air and spirit, right? Then what we need to do is get it to, for example, like if we went spirit, then we could do the heart, which is Victus. We could do the Victus, which connects to, there was a different one in our last episode where Victus connected to something that connected to that. And I think, see, that one doesn't do it. Maybe those unlock. Maybe because we learned some of these things, how they connect, it unlocked them or something. I don't know. But in any case, if you don't want to waste a lot of elements and you want to still kind of complete this, you can do, look, that's like got a little glowy thing. Do all these have that? Like, see that little glowing thing behind it? And this one has it? I can't tell if that one has it. And I definitely can't tell if the brain has it, which is cognito. But there's a little thing. If you go onto the internet, and you know, I'll probably insert right around here, will fade out into a wonderful little tutorial on how to use something called the Thaumcraft research cheat sheet. So here is Tasman's miniature tutorial inside of his video. So, all right, let's go ahead and begin. So if you look up Thaumcraft research cheat sheet, this first one right here called Thaumcraft 4X 5X research helper is what we want, and it'll pull up a page that looks like this. So what you want to do is you want to first select your version. Now in Regrowth, It's about 4.2, maybe a little bit higher on that. I think it's like 4.3 point something, but 4.2 is as high as that goes. So maybe that's good enough. It seems to be good enough for the video anyway. Then in our video, we were looking for, I believe, the grader research. And one of those things, we had the census, which is the little owl, and we connected to cognito. Then we needed to connect somehow to the paracantio, right? So we saw that from the owl we had, let's see, so it was right here, we had a feather, and then we had some other things going down. So what we can do is, let's just pretend we had 4 spaces from that feather to the wand, and we wanted to see if we could connect that feather to the little magic wand, so flight to magic. So it was four hops basically, so we put in 4 here. We tell it what our from is and what our destination is, source and destination. Then we click find connection, and you'll see this pops up a little thing. Now right here, one bit of bad news is this uses the Aura one, which I believe is really expensive, and I think we only have like 2 or something. I think we even do that in our in the regrowth episode. We look at, I think maybe even this exact same one, I'm not sure. But Aura is pretty expensive, so we want to see if maybe we can make a cheaper connection. So all we have to do is come down here, and these are the things that it's using to say, okay, I can use any of this stuff. So Aura, as you can see, is colored, which means it's available. So if we uncheck it or make it so it's black and white, now you'll see it's got a gray box. That means it's going to try and make this same connection from flight to magic without using Aura. So let's go ahead and find connection again, and we get a new one. So now we can see it wants us to use taint and permission. Those are kind of, I don't think we even have taint because we haven't seen that. And this is definitely, well, I think this is a little less expensive, but let's see. Void is okay, I think, but let's just see if we can find anything better. So now we have air, void, hunger, and void. I know we got hunger like from watermelon and different foods. I think we might have a fair amount of those. So what we could do is we could use this for our connection. So from the feather to the little magic wand, we would want air next to the feather. Then next to that we'd want void. Next to that we'd want hunger, and then another void, and finally connect to magic. So it's a kind of hit and miss as far as, you know, how cheap can I make it? Just look at your little things, see how many of those aspects you actually have. If you don't have any of the aspects that it's requiring, uncheck it, or if you have very few, try to check it. See how cheap you can get it. Can we even get it cheaper than using hunger in 4 hops? Looks like you can, but once again, we're using, I thought we unchecked magic. We did. Oh, so it looks like we can't get there without using magic. We can either use hunger or we can use magic, because there is no other possible way, it looks like. Maybe that's what that's telling us. And then let's say, you know, maybe we could increase a hop. So instead of going directly to it, we have 1 down, and that connects to it. Maybe we can get it cheaper that way. Darkness, void. So this gives you your paths. So hopefully, I think in our main episode, we actually did this one right here. We went and did census, which is the owl, and we were connecting to cognito. I think it was 4 hops, or was it 3? Let's just check what 3 did. I can't remember. Yeah, I think we looked at this and we were like, oh, but that one's kind of expensive. This one is a bit too. So we could actually, oh, actually we still have all these. Let's deselect everything. Oh, whoops, select everything except for these. What these are is if you have other mods like Forbidden Magic, Magic Bees, and Greg Tech, it will select, like if we said Greg Tech, we'll see some of these ones down here also coming up. So if you don't have those mods, don't worry about it. We might have Magic Bees, I'm not sure, which only gives us Tempest. But let's try that. with everything selected, we have spiritus and mortis. If we were to deem that mortis is too expensive, simply check it, find another connection, and that's a lot better. We got fire, which is a prime one, that one, and light. I think we have a fair amount, so we could actually use this combination to get from the owl to cognito. Hopefully that helps. It's just a quick little tutorial on this thing, ythri.github.io/tcresearch/, and hopefully that will help you. I'm sure as we get further along in the thing and we learn how, kind of start learning how these things connect, we'll be able to know that. I think this means that that's a primal, is because it doesn't have anything you combine to make it. Like Lux is air and fire gives you light. I think that's what it is. But anyway, hopefully that helps. And now back to the video. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to use it. And hopefully if you're watching now, I've already done it. You'll have watched this mini tutorial on how to use it, and you'll understand a little better about the components of it. So I'm not going to go into it, but we're going to use the little Thaumcraft cheat sheet by saying we want to go from the owl, which is census, to ordo, which is order. And in the cheat sheet thing, we're going to find if we want to connect it, say with 1, 2, maybe 3. Let's try and connect it just with 3. Although, yeah, that's pretty far away. I think, yeah, we'll just connect it with 3, and we'll try and maybe just do right here. So I'm going to find the connections. Now, let's pretend like, do I have a lot of Victus? I have 12 Victus. I have 15 Spiritus and 20 of that. I wonder if I can connect it without the Sano and the Victus. Yes, that's much better. Because it's motion, flight. I think I have quite a few of the feather. No, I only have 9 feather. Not way better. But it's saying that we could do it with air, motion, and feather. So what we do is we come over here. We find the air, which is this. I have a bunch of those, 92 it looks like. We just drag it, click and drag. You'll get this little thing that looks like a sprite, or what do you call those? And you'll see if you look really close, there's a little line that's flashing, kind of connecting these two, and that means it connects properly. Now if you make a mistake, so let's just verify this. Let's use something we have a boatload of, which is the tree. Let's say we try and connect a tree to it. You'll see, if you look really close, there's no line there. So we had 124, right? So if we right click this, it erases it. Now did we lose it? So 123, 132. Yes, you do lose it, so don't make mistakes. Okay, so now we can see here that this one, air, in the thing, we can see that we can connect that to the feather, which is, what was it called? No, it was flight. I can't remember what it was called now. Volatus. So we can connect that right there. And you'll see the little line is extending there to that now. And then the last one we want to connect would be motus, which is motion, which is this guy. We have 28 of those, which isn't too bad. And now you'll see the line goes all the way through. So what we want to do then is say, okay, so now we want to connect to cognito. And I believe, let's just check if we want to go from, let's see if we can do it from motion, motus. So I'm using the little cheat sheet again because I don't know this stuff by the, by heart. I don't know like the back of my hand. I'm not that good. And we have to connect it in, say, 4. There's no way we could connect it in less. So let's see what we get. So it looks like we can get beast, human, lucrum, and then human again. So hopefully we have plenty of each of those. So beast, So beast, we have, where's the wolf head? Did I pass it? I know I have them. They're in here somewhere. It's kind of a yellowish orange color. There it is. So I have 45 of those. That isn't too bad. The human one, I have 10. It wants me to use 2 of those. I wonder if we could do it without the human. Let's uncheck that and say find connection. Okay, so we could do it with corpses and then death and then spirit. We might be able to do that. So corpses, is this alphabetic? B, C, C. It is actually. That's kind of nice. Didn't notice that. So we want, we have, whoops, I need to move this guy where I can see it. So we have the beast, which we have plenty of. We have corpses, we have 29, so I'm pretty happy with that. Mortis, which is death. As you can see, this shows that it connects both to beast and death. We have 24, that's pretty good. And then spiritus, we might, oh, nope, go away. Spiritus, we have 15. I guess that's okay. It'd be nice if we had more. So let's go ahead and connect those. So we want to go from the beast from motion. So beast from motion. And then we want to go to corpses next. Right there. And you can see we're getting our little line connecting, which means we're doing it right. Then from there we want to go to mortis, which is death. And finally we want to go to spiritus, which is spirit or soul. And you'll see we got our line all connecting there. So now what would be really nice if we could connect the feather to the wand. So I'm going to go back into the cheat sheet and I'm going to reset all the aspects. So we want to hopefully get from the spiritus, or I mean the feather, what did I say it was called? Voltus? Yeah, Voltus. So I'm going to go from flight to the magic wand, which I don't remember what it's called, but it's called Paracantiao. And we want to do it hopefully in 3, right? 1, 2, 3 right here. If not, we might be able to do it in 4 or something, but let's check 3 first. Find a connection. So, ooh, that one's super expensive. So it's saying we need motus, air, and aura. Aura is an expensive one, I believe, and we only have 4 of those. So I'm going to try and take that out of the mix and see if we can still do it. Air we have lots of, and motus we have a fair amount of, I guess. But I would like to try and take that one out of the mix. So where is Aura? Let's take you out and see if we can still do it. Ordo, that's a lot better. So we have motus, ordo, and potentia. So ordo is the little guy here. We have 45 of those. I'm happy with that. We have motus, which is 27. That's okay. And then the last one is dead fish, which is energy. So it looks like we should be able to do that if we just go ordo. And, oh, poop, I did that wrong. Can I move you? So 43. Ordo goes in the middle there. Motus. Now, I'm not sure. I think we can do it that way. I think we don't have to do them in order. Motion. Okay, good. It did work. I'm a little relieved. And then there. So now, as you can see, because we got everything connected together, it turns into a research. And there we go. Research. And what we do is we come out of it, we right click, and we get that fancy sound. And now you can see in here we have this. So now if we click on it, we can actually read about that thing. So we can hit escape, click on that one, which we already did. So I'm assuming this is the one we do, research duplication. Sharing is caring. That means you can duplicate your research. I usually gave you a little better description of what you accomplished from it. I think this is the one that says it costs less, maybe? I don't know. So anyway, that kind of gives you a rundown of how to do this. Hopefully you kind of understood that. Yeah, hopefully you understood it. So, like I said, hopefully I remembered to interject in the middle of when we were doing this the cheat sheet, which includes, the URL or how to find it so that you can do that yourself. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, once again, good old Sky, my hero. He helps me so much in this game. So let me just verify the things that we talked about. He says, don't waste your aspects by combining them badly, which is what we were doing, taking one at the bottom where we combine them together, see if we get something. They're not easy to research. Look up and combine up to life, which should give you some better ability to scan things. So I don't think I need to do that because I think we have all that. I think we have life in here, don't we? And I haven't found anything recently that says I need to study something in order to scan it. So I think we have everything of the elements that we need to scan stuff. So this next part, let's see. Let me just check the rest of his notes. He did mention then that you can also just mouse over the meter thingy over things to get it to show you the aspects or whatever elements you get out of it. And then he mentioned also, now that we let's see, you can set up circle magic underground. So let's just kind of go into that. So we made the circle magic book. I don't think we have a quest, but you can see that drop chalk of the desired color. Actually, I kind of came in here. So you can see here that these are the circles that you make for circle magic. So you have your center point, and then it looks like you go out 1, 2, and you have 3, and then 1 and 3, 1, 1, 1. So you have that, and then there's 3 total circles, I believe. So this is the next one. It's 11. It's about 1 further than the other circle, so you have 5 here instead. And then you have one that's 15, which is right here, which has 7 across. So what I've done, and I think we'll probably end with this, I don't think we'll get into the actual part here, is I made a secret area underground because he mentioned you don't have to have it up with the altar. So I believe this block right here is the center of our area right here. So what I've done is I made a secret passage to underground here, and I've created the block. So this is that central block, I believe. And then as you can see, out of stone, just so I know where to put the chalk, I've made our 3 circles. And I'm pretty sure I got them right. It doesn't quite give you the exact specs, but you can usually say, okay, well, this had blank space, but I can say, okay, well, there was 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. That's 3. So I know to go 3 and out here. And so anyway, that's how I did it. We don't have time in this episode to actually go and do the rest of the stuff, but there are 4 types of chalks I saw here. And it looks like you have your ritual chalk, and it takes 6 wood ash, 2 gypsum, and a tear of the goddess. The tear of the goddess is made with the breath of the goddess, a lapis, and 3 clay jars in our distillery, and that gives us some of those. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of those up. Then it looks like in order to get these other ones, you just simply throw this with some other special stuff into your witch's cauldron, and you can get these different things. So for your different magic chalks, and I don't know what they do or anything like that. I'm going to try to read a little bit about that, but we do have a nice chalk circle area down here. This is everything I used. I dug out of here. Lots and lots of stuff. There's actually a cave system over in this corner too. And I even cooked up a ton of stone just to make the walls look all nice. Did I miss something here? I did. Oh, and you can see here, these are the corners of our thing. I need to fill that back in. All right, so that will do it. that gives us about 23 minutes. Microphone is on, so I'm happy about that this time. This is basically the exact same thing we covered in the last episode, with the exception, instead of doing the basic research thing, we actually did the master research. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do these things online, and I'm sure as we go through them, see, that still doesn't show you. I'm not sure why some of these, well, this shows us now. I wonder if it's because we used it. Did we use air? I don't remember. I thought we used air. I know I've never used that though. I don't know. I don't know why some of these are showing little thingies and some aren't. Yeah, I don't know. Something to look into. But let me know if you want me to go ahead and do research offline, or if you want to do those little mini puzzles online or on camera. Sky was also mentioning that, and I agree, this is not a good area for Thaumcraft. Animals keep climbing all over everything. He did mention that, I think he said that some of these multi-blocks for Thaumcraft are like 15 by 15. I'm not sure if he meant you need a 15 by 15 area to put everything, or if a single multi-block thing is 15 by 15. So, I hope it's the first one, because that could be a ginormous area. I also came in here. We have 2 nodes in this tree. You can actually see them if you look through the meter. You can see there's a node in there and a node up there. Not sure what the pure means. Maybe it's a pure node? I don't know. But we were able to scan those. Our elderwood over here refuses to grow. Is it elderwood? Greatwood. Elderwood. I did scan it though. Oh, I've never scanned a squid. So many things. So I'm probably going to scan a lot more stuff, see what other things I can get. I'm also going to research a little bit about chalk and how that all works. Let me guys know in the comments below what you want me to do on camera, what you want me to do off camera. Maybe, and it's fine if you say, you know, do a couple more researches on camera, and then fine, go ahead and do them off camera. That's fine. Whatever you guys want, I'm more than happy to do. Ooh, can we scan this guy? Apparently not. I don't get distracted. Sorry. So that's it. That's all I have. As I said, if you like the video, leave a like down below, or leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. Don't forget about the great big giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs, 56 Steam games. That's 1 out of every 20 subs should get a game. So that's pretty cool. Make sure you tell all your friends, neighbors, and everyone you know about my channel. Let them check it out. If they like it, they can sub, and we'll be one step closer to that 1,000 subs. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.